In this video, we're going to talk about toys and how you can create a more soothing, educational play environment for your children. Stay tuned. Is your home overrun with toys? Do you feel like you're wading through a sea of Lego and toy cars and dolls and that new all singing, all dancing, light up educational toy day in and day out? Save your sanity and simplify. My rule of thumb is if it takes more than 5 minutes to tidy away the toys, there are too many. And I'm not the only one. Experts agree that a cluttered home equals a cluttered mind. A study by the University of California showed that women's stress levels are elevated in a cluttered home, and an uncluttered home is a more satisfied and happier one. But this isn't just about the moms. The kids benefit greatly from having less toys also. Now, I know how it happens. I spent at least 6 years as a mom having way too many toys and struggling every day to keep them tidy and organized. It was exhausting. Media will have you believe that the more toys you have, the better, and that if you buy this special educational toy that your child is going to be entertained for hours. Sometimes they're even advertising to children on children's television so that the child will nag and pester the parent until they finally give in, because we all want to see our children smile, right? But the thing is, this sort of advertising and giving into it and buying all these toys actually has the opposite effect of what the advertisers are telling us it will. You see, play is the work of childhood. And whenever our children have a soothing and educational play environment, they are able to develop themselves physically, socially, mentally. Whenever we buy too many toys and they're overstimulated and don't know where to look, and they experience this sort of choice paralysis, we're actually delaying their development and making life a little bit more difficult for them. Even as an adult, walking into a room like that can have this stirring effect. Where to look first, it's overstimulating. And it's the same for our child. They end up with this almost choice paralysis where they have so much choice that they choose nothing. They end up not being able to play independently, at your feet whining. When it comes to toys, less is definitely more. So simplify. If you've not already read the book by Marie Kondo, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, I highly recommend that you do. So even whenever we had lots of toys, I kept them tidy, but it was a pressure. It was constantly taking up my time and my energy. Time that I could have spent doing something else as I do now. I could have spent that time focusing on self-care, for example, or studying something, learning something, expanding myself in some way. But instead, my time was completely tied up in trying to keep the toys organized, and these were all toys that my children weren't really all that engaged playing with. So it wasn't really benefiting them either anyway. So this is how we deal with toys now. We don't refuse gifts like a lot of minimalist families do. For me, I understand that there is a joy in giving as well as receiving, and toys that we receive will never go to waste. We put toys into rotation, and we also give to charity often. Right now, my son loves to play with Lego, and he's got a remote control car, and my middle daughter, she loves dressing up, so she's got a wardrobe full of dress-up clothes, and she also has a play kitchen downstairs in the kitchen, which she loves as well. And my toddler has some teddies, some dolls, some jigsaws, and some blocks. When something new comes into our house, I notice how much is being played with. If it gets played with lots, well then one of the older toys gets put away up in the attic or else donated. And if it's not played with much, we discuss maybe we'll pass it on, or maybe we will put it into rotation to be played with at another time. In our attic, we store lots of our favorite toys. So only certain ones are down at a time. So the toys that we have at the moment are being played with lots, but whenever their enthusiasm kind of wanes for these toys, we'll rotate them with the ones that are in the attic, and so they kind of have a new enthusiasm for the toys that they own. So as a starting point, as you begin to clear out and sort and organize your toys, this is how I do it. First, I spend some time watching my children play. I see which toys get the most attention, what they're coming back to time and time again, and that will be their main toy. So as I already mentioned, for my son this is Lego, for my daughter Laura this is her dress-up clothes, and for my toddler it's a little baby doll which she really loves. Next, I sort through any duplicates get donated, and also any kind of annoying toys that maybe makes a lot of noises that I don't really enjoy having in my space. It will get donated. Also, you know, some things are just too big and we don't really have space for. They'll all get passed on to somewhere else, so they still get loved elsewhere, and my children get to experience that joy of giving and passing things on. Third, the things that we hold onto are toys that would have a number of purposes, so that they could be used for different sorts of imaginative play, like blocks for an example, or little wooden jigsaw pieces that could also be stacked. Like for example, my little toddler has a jigsaw which is different bugs, and so those bugs can be used in imaginative play. My older daughter loves to play with the butterfly one. Also, they can be stacked. They're wooden and chunky, and they can be stacked up, and they can be used as part of the jigsaw. And remember that by clearing toys in this way, you're not depriving your children, you're giving to them. You're creating for them a soothing environment that encourages independent play and furthers their development. The question of the day: what's your child's favorite toy? Let me know in the comment section. And if you like this video, please click like and consider subscribing to the channel for more videos just like this.